What's good YouTube, and welcome to the house. YCS Atlanta just happened, and with that usually comes a little bit of hype when you see top players with crazy decks, that kind of thing. But the format was relatively well defined. But with this 8% bonus bucks back from the 18th today till the 20th, we're gonna see some things happen just naturally. Like people who were waiting on Pot of Extravagances bought up the $48 ones, the $50 ones, and so you see this price disparity start to arise between eBay and TCG Player because there were deals to be had and people are going to pounce on them, things they were waiting on. It's free back, I was gonna get it anyways. So that's just gonna happen with the market today. 8%. So if you see something crazy on TCG Player, before you bring it to me, check both. That's just gonna happen. Also, Zero Damage Gaming heard you all on several things and made a bun playmat. So there was the 2-player cloth mat that is no longer available, but they made a separate bun playmat, and they also made available, you can have no stitched borders if you want, or stitch borders, and I think there's no price difference at all. You get your preference, and of course, zones, no zones. I personally like zones on these playmats. They are non-intrusive to what's going on. And hey, thanks for subscribing while I'm pitching my What's Good 10% off on Zero Damage when you are checking out. So you can also support me by using that promo code and get yourself 10% off of these awesome playmats. And as requested, hey, it's Bun all by himself. Team Bun or Team Snack, I think most people would go with Team Snack, but I know a lot of people did want the single Bun. Let's go ahead and dive into today's Market Watch, starting with Jackal King getting a reprint all the way over in our new sites. We'll be getting into Infinity Chasers a little bit later, but with that reprint, I don't know how much of this product's going to be open. You see Pro Play Games here being the only pre-seller so far. It may be cheaper than that come to be, but it is one of the biggest chase cards from this set. A lot of people aren't going after the new strategies, while others are. I know a lot of people, are they Witchcrafters now? Something like that, like the aspects of that deck. There's the Tonka Toys, and there's Evil Eye. So there's exciting new strategies, but we'll talk more about side sets and my thoughts on them within this Market Watch. Jackal King will be one of the most sought after cards in there, but that leaves Master Cerberus with an unknown, like, will it be reprinted again? It was in the 2018 Mega Packs, and now it's going up sharply once again. It was on the decline for a little bit, and now you see it heading back towards that $6 mark. Just to note, if you're playing Master Cerberus, considering Master Cerberus, if you're considering going for that Spellcaster structure deck, hey, you might want to consider that. Speaking of the Spellcaster structure deck, people are freaking out because on pre-orders it's above price. People are, oh no, Solomon Great 2.0, it was $9 pre-order the other day, now it's $14. Hey, calm down. This releases all the way on like April 20th, I want to say, 420 Blaze It. Like, don't worry about the price now. Pre-order, see if your OTS will let you pre-order, you know, with them at $10 a piece. Yes, Drone Lock could or could not be in there. It's in the OCG version. Highly likely it'll be in the TCG version this time. And it's got a competitive strategy that a lot of people are excited for. I went into Walmart today and saw Solomon Great structure decks filled on the shelf today. Like, realistically, it can be hard in certain regions, but I'm in North Texas, near Dallas. Like, that's a really traveled area. So I wouldn't freak out about getting this. Like, don't slam down $14 is basically what I'm saying. Like, just wait, find a different way. You'll find retail, trust me. Not everybody's listed and people are just taking advantage of this spot being open. Sky Striker Mobilize Engage up a teeny bit, but over the weekend it was announced it will be reprinted after the WCQ. Big yikes, big ouch. So a lot of people are thinking this is a smarter deck to invest in, that it's unlikely to be hit on the Forbidden Unlimited list. I could still see Engage getting hit to 2 or Widow Anchor getting hit to 1. Widow Anchor has no announcement for a reprint, but I think it would be really weird if Konami reprinted Engage and didn't reprint Widow Anchor. But hey, where did we just see the miss happen there too? Although, to be fair, Cerberus has won the reprint. I think it would be odd though, right? They know what a demand there is for Widow Anchor. They're doing Engage already in the set. Yeah, I would think it would be weird if they don't put it in there unless they're hitting it similar to how Masterpiece didn't get a reprint when it got hit. Biggest thinks. Anyways, that's just a reminder. There is the April list, or no sooner than expiring then. Will we get a list before the WCQ? I would hope so. Konami is on top of it this year, and that's a lot of the speculation with Sky Strikers. Despite the reprint, if you're buckling down with this as your WCQ deck, especially with it taking the largest chunk of Top Cut from Atlanta, hey, you're going to still need these cards. So they're not going to just flood onto the market until about a week before the WCQ, and or directly after, and then Battles of Legend is coming, and you can kind of get the discount on them for however long they'll last till the next FNL list. But not really even rising over here on eBay. Actually, down below, I think when I saw them last, they did bottom out at 35 originally, but they've been 40, 42 recently, and now we see just straight 40s available as well. Defrag Dragon is just kind of a footnote here. Really amazing tech. I believe it was Jesse Cotton playing it, if I'm not mistaken, or somebody on his team. And Defrag Dragon was really cool in the Thunder Dragon matchup. Well, in the deck itself. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending one other monster from your hand to the graveyard. So you're able to send, like, Dragon Dark or Dragon War to the graveyard for your Weaver Buster. And then you're able to special summon this on the field, and it's also a dragon. And then if it's in your graveyard, you can banish 3 other monsters with the same name from the grave to special summon this. So you would see them actually pitching the Dragon Darks early to make sure more Dragon Darks got to the graveyard early on and be able to fuel this card. And with the Guard Dragon engine being a dragon, it fits right in. It's really an awesome tech, and an extra Link Summon body on board. Borrelsword Dragon is falling with its reprint also announced, now all the way down towards 70 faller. A quick $10 clip off from the $85 it was at. And I am pretty excited to see that already. I didn't expect it. I thought people would be like, all right, it's not in time for the WCQ. We got time. Nah, there's the instant panic selling. And I think that's smart on some aspects. I think if you are not using this in the WCQ, or you know you're not using it or going to the WCQ, and you've already played your fill of tournaments, hey, you should probably be selling this now. Otherwise, though, you are still getting like 4 months of use out of this card. And at this price, that's pretty good, especially if you are going to the WCQ. I don't know where it will bottom out, or if this is the bottom and it's only going to rise from here. But I would suggest, if you're not going to play this at the WCQ and you have a copy, let it go. If not, hold on to it. It's really that simple, because you don't want to pay for this right before the WCQ itself. Dangers have been sinking on down slowly. Snack used to be at 52, now at 45. Nessie was at 50, now at 41. Jackalope from all the way at 28 to 22. And Bigfoot is kind of what I'm thinking about right now, because we did see some duelists play this card in their danger decks. I think the second place team did, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I believe I saw that in their cards. And it brings an interesting conversation to, A, if the other dangers are hit, this is likely to really go up, or will they be selling the Megatons using these cards for parts of the reprints? We'll just have to wait and see. But I think Bigfoot has a really interesting dynamic of, if the other ones get hit, these 3, then he's the next best one, and we could see his price rise over time, or immediately, you know, from that hit. So, again, banless speculation. Anything talking banless is speculation. That's all up to you guys. Saryuja Skulldread, I feel like I missed a reprint happening on him somewhere, or something. Yeah, there's no confirmed reprint for Saryuja as of now, according to my Discord. All of a sudden, he's tanking $20, and maybe it's because of the absence of, like, Guard Dragon in the format. We're about to get the Heretic Link, so Guard Dragons are about to get stronger. It's pretty odd to see this fall all the way back. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. $20 Saryuja, that's where it was at. It's the cost of a Megaton. I personally am a fan of it being around this price point, but why do you think, because people are playing 2 to 3 when they're playing this now, why do you think it's going down so much, so fast? Like, Thunder Dragon players are still playing 2 to 3, like, mostly 2, I believe, of this, to be able to get out of the Guard Dragons and get the extra draws. Like, why do you think this is going this way? Let me know. Alright, Infinity Chasers, I did say we'd get to this. People are asking me what I think. Should I go in? Should I get singles? Definitely buy enough VAR, wait for singles. And here's why. This is the new side set replacing, like, the Hidden Arsenal sets. Not to be confused with Legendary Duelist, which kind of replaced Duelist packs. So when we look at Hidden Arsenal sets, they're really hit or miss. The hits being Fusion Enforcers, Dark Saviors. This, I think, will be one of the misses in terms of prices, if I'm correct, when we look through. Like, Hidden Summoners. Look, this won a YCS and is still able to get into the top cut. Under $10. Very cheap, affordable strategy overall. Yet, you know, there are shorter prints in this set. There's harder things to get. Hey, it's completely affordable, and the price went down pretty quickly. We look at Spirit Warriors. Remember the hype. Remember Magical Muskets. They even have a Link Monster. Nothing's above 10 in the set right now. Nothing. And you'll see sporadic buyouts. How did that work? This was at $7 the other week. Oh, look at that, $3.50. The Six Samurais, they could actually be very hyped. They have the Six Sam link announced. Like, we don't know when it'll come to the TCG. I guess we don't know when the Magical Musket link's coming out either. But hey, look at this. Nothing really moving over here for them, and all under $10. So you're chasing cards where if you bought the singles, you're likely better off than opening the product. The only reason you should be opening the product is A, to support a local OTS, and B, because you enjoy the feeling of it. Shadows in Valhalla had a unique approach with Ash Blossom being in the set, and it was $30 for a while and helped keep everything top heavy. Now the most exciting aspect is Valkyries, because they're getting core support sets. So that's the other conversation my stream brought up, is that, hey, John, you know what? There could be core support, like in core sets, that we get for the Infinity Chaser cards. And I'm like, yeah, but it would have to be really broken. Look at For Hire. They're getting, what, multiple cards now? Still no real movement there. We have looks at other archetypes, like Sky Strikers are an exception. They filled in all the mechs and other cards. Like, I don't think that any of these three archetypes are going to get busted in, but if I had to guess, Evil Eye feel the closest to being ridiculous busted to me, and Witchcraft, it does feel pretty dang good as a deck, at least to me, but I still feel like there's so much missing, and Ash Blossom just slams them so freaking hard. So for me, looking at the set, I think it's a buy the singles for me, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I know this was a lot all crammed into one Market Watch, so do subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and by the way, if you made it this far, like the video and comment something nice, and I'm gonna pick one of you, biasedly, I'm gonna pick one of you and give away a free playmat from Zero Damage Gaming, and you'll get to pick which one it is. You'll get to pick Team Bun or Team Snack, all the way up to you. So yeah, giveaway in the comment section down below if you made it this far.